time. Back and thinking of ways to impact your community, and it's really inspiring. I think if people are looking for something that's uplifting and so hopeful, I watched 2 episodes and I cried like a baby, but happy cry. It made me feel like people are so good in the world.
A healing cry, healing cry, right? That cry that is like, yes, there's goodness in the world, there's kindness in the world, there's people are good, people are beautiful, and I this one, I think the reasons I love doing live shows, and that's where I met Zoe, is because I love people. I love people. That's what I miss the most right now, by the way.
I know.
I miss people. I miss everyone's gonna hug you right now, right?
I know. I love people too.
And I love seeing them be happy and sing and dance and jump up and down, and that's why I love doing my live shows. And that's where I met Zoe. And I don't know. It's just
okay. One of my biggest regrets is that I didn't see you in Vegas. Are you ever going to go and do another? I'm like, because I was working on Big Little Lies, and I was like, I'm your super fan.
Yes, and Nicole came.
I know
Nicole came one weekend.
Yeah, she's like, Reese, we have to go. And I was like, Nicole, I can't go. I have to shoot tomorrow. But apparently it was amazing. And will you ever do it again, or another?
I'm going to be touring. You never know. You never know. I might wind up back in Vegas doing another residency. Right now, I think I'm going to be touring the next couple of years once this all kind of gets back in order and the world gets back in order and people start going to concerts and doing things again. For sure, at some point next year, I will be on tour, and I am going to look for you. I'm going to send for you. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to send you tickets, and you're going to have to come.
I'm going to buy all the tickets. I like to support my artist friends.
Yes.
You're so lovely about the way you share your family and your life. You're just so generous with people. You can tell how much you love people. You're always so sweet to me whenever I see you backstage at award shows. And I wonder if there's anything that you want to share with people about how you guys are getting through this time and what makes you feel like still connected to your community.
Yeah, it's funny. Alex is the real sharer, because I was a little bit like, probably like you and the other kind of people at Hollywood, where I was just like, I don't want to give away too much. I want to keep some of it for myself, and that person. And when Alex came into my life, he was such a kind of like filming everything, and he was so proud of me and so proud of the girls and the kids and Max, and he just shares everything. And I was like, what's the big deal with that? It's not a bad thing, you know what I mean? And so I became a little bit more open. I think I'm still a little bit more reserved than he is. He loves to post every day and do that stuff. And I'm a little bit less, but I do like the connection that you have. And especially right now, it's like you savor it, like any interaction you can have with, people, it's so valuable. It's so kind of coveted right now, right? You like, please, I just want some interaction with somebody. And so social media and all that stuff is something where we feel like we're talking to them, and we're with them, and they're with us, and that feels good right now. It always feels nice, but it feels especially good right now.
I think a lot about the importance of artists and creators and writers and musicians at these times. And I know a lot of us are struggling, like, how much do we want to engage, because you don't want to seem like,
you want to be sensitive.
Right. We want to be sensitive, but it's also really important to entertain people, because that's what we know what to do. Like, that's all I have.
Yes. It's funny. I read something on social the other day that said something like, remember that when everything went down, you turn to music, you turn to books, you turn to the artists. You know what I mean? Because that's what we do. We do it too. Even though we're artists, we're looking at we're listening to our favorite musicians, we're reading books, we're trying to find, some entertainment, some kind of escape, right, from this moment. And I think that is actually something I'm proud of. That, I want to be creative in this moment. I want to share in this moment. And I think that is our part. we should be doing that right now.
For sure. And you see how important that is, that we take notes and remember this time, and that we help people get through it, and that people get to share and express themselves. If you're just joining us, we're talking about Jennifer's show, Thanks a Million. It's on Quibi. I'm pretending to be a talk show host.
You are the talk show. You have a show on Quibi too.
I do.
All about the animals and the women doing it. You tell us about your show.
Let's switch roles. Well, thank you, JLo. I was wondering if you were going to ask. My show is called Fierce Queens, and it is all about the female of species. It's 10 episodes. It talks about all these incredibly strong women in their species and how they're dominant over their communities or whatever, There's cheetahs, there's hyenas, there's spiders, and it's actually fun to watch with your kids too.
Oh my God, my son is gonna love that.
Yeah,
well, because we were literally online the other day looking at like the top 20 list of like the most fierce animals or the most like dangerous animals, and we were like naming each other, and like I was a panther, and Emmy was a honey badger, and Alex was the gorilla, the big gorilla. Like we're fascinated with all that stuff. So that's gonna be great. I love that. And also you think about like a queen bee or queen, that always like fascinates me.
Oh yeah.
Like how they just like
ruthless.
The bigger, like, kind of dinosaur like insect who gathers all these other insects. I've seen this. You know what I mean? I remember like one time in my pool, this random story. Just because we have nothing else to do, let's talk about it. There was a huge like ant fly thing, and I was like, what is that thing? And then you saw all these other like little ants or flies, I can't remember what it was, and they just were all dying with her. She was dead, and they all just killed themselves with her, like because she died. The queen died, and so they're like, we shall die too, and that was it. And you guys should do an episode on that. We should.
I have to tell you, my brother taught me this amazing thing, that if you find something in your yard or you're on a nature walk and you don't know what an animal or an insect is, there's this thing, if you go on the Google app and you push the little square, it's called Google Lens, and take a picture of it, it will tell you what kind of plant it is, what kind of insect it is.
Wow.
It's amazing.
It's almost like Shazam with music. You Shazam.
Yeah. But it takes you off a picture. It can tell you if that's a dangerous spider or a snake, or it was crazy. It's totally changed. But I know if something's poison ivy or not. Just crazy.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, this is a very valuable tip. Thank you, Google.
Somebody just said online, they're like, there's a door opening and closing behind you. I know that's our, it's a bathroom. I don't know. It just swings open and close all day. I don't know what it is. It's the wind.
Are you in LA?
No, we're in Miami. Our kids go to school in Miami, all of them.
Oh, nice. How's the weather there?
We live down here. Mark lives down here. So we're all down here now.
I wanted to ask you, is there a show that you and your family are watching together, like family?
Yeah, we're actually not with the kids, but we're watching Ozark right now, the 3rd season. Amazing.
That's a good show.
Love.
That's creepy.
Love. What else? What are we watching? Documentaries, things like that. Together, the kids, I've been watching musicals with them. I've been showing them like Gigi and Funny Girl, and we watched A League of Their Own. I'd like to show them, and they're like, are we watching another movie from the 80s or 90s? Like,
we watched Mrs. Doubtfire the other day.
Yes.
Did you like Mrs. Doubtfire? Yeah.
No, they love them. They love them, right?
Well, I think
we only show them the good ones.
We love it, right?
Yes.
Don't you think that they're enjoying like what their parents enjoyed? But I would love to see you in a musical. Will you do a musical?
Oh, yeah, I would love to. That would be so much fun. So actually, I have a movie coming out called Marry Me, and I did a whole album for it. It'll be out later this year. Again, like everything's up in the air with release dates and everything right now. But I did an album. I did 8 new songs. Maluma does 2 new songs on there. And it's called Marry Me. It's a romantic kind of comedy with musical drama.
This is amazing.
But it's going to be awesome, I think. The songs are great.
Don't you think people are going to want to see musicals and funny stuff? And please,
I know I am. That's what I'm
Yeah.
gonna be looking for. I don't want to see anything about gloom and doom after this. That's all.
No.
All I want. All I
Nothing.
want is romantic comedies and musicals.
We have to find something to really fun to like lift people up.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Well, you
I don't
look
know.
great.
Oh, thanks,
Are
friend.
you getting like? Are you? What is your life like over there? Are you getting rest? Okay, so you're cooking, but what else is happening?
I got up early and exercised and showered so that I would look good for this interview. And I'm going to interview a couple more people. I even put my hoops on for you.
Yes.
But yeah, we're cooking. I've got my daughters home from college. My son's home from high
Nice.
school, not going to high school. And then my 7-year-old is, and they're on spring break. And I'm like, what exactly is spring break? Can you explain that to me? What is spring break? We've been doing spring break for 3 weeks. What's happening?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my
So I noticed after I did my closet tour that even though my closet looked pretty, it's super dark. So I went on Amazon and I found these little lights in a pack of 6. They come with double-sided tape, so you just stick them wherever you want. They also come with remote control, so they're dimmable. Now I think I need more.
I'm a rock star, baby. For you, I'ma go rock star, baby. So let's cha-cha, baby. I wanna sip and eat pasta, baby. Cause you're hot stuff, baby. Yeah, I said you're hot stuff, baby. Only thing I think will make you hot, baby, is if me and you go hit a hot tub, baby.